Well, to make our truly rigid tower structure that doesn't collapse over like before, we're going to need to put the diagonal in. And as we said, use a longer tube, and then we can get that just the right length. If you were to take a long tube made from A5 and then punch the ends straight away, what you find is, and it depends on how far the punch punches in, you'd find that it doesn't line up properly. If we were to force it to line up, then you'd distort the shape of the tower and it would sort of zigzag its way up. If you want to get this perfect, what you've got to do is just punch one hole, move that out of the way temporarily, punch one hole, attach, so a twist to attach it, twist the rod, and now line the structure up so that it's perfectly square. Now the camera here probably distorts that a little bit. Let's have a look. I think that's the best I can do under the circumstances. Now line up that tube, put a mark where you need to punch it, so that would be there. And now that's a different distance from the opposite end. So this tube's a little bit too long, so in order to get it in the punch, we're probably going to have to cut it. So pop the tube back off, remove the bridge for a minute, the tower for a minute, and now can you see the problem? We can't get that the right distance into the punch. Now you could do a bit of guesswork here, but there are other types of punch available that solve that problem for you. So if you have got a different type of punch, it avoids you having to chop bits off the tube until you've just got it right to fit in. So now I can actually see where I'm going to punch it. So let's just squash the end, punch it there. There it goes. Now we don't need that extra bit. We can cut it off now. There we go, and that should be a much better fit. Let's hope the structure was the same both ways round, so I'm not sure if I got it the right way around. And twist the rods to get them in, remember, twist the rods to get them in. And now the structure is rigid at the bottom, so that's really rigid because we've got our triangles, but we still haven't cured the problem at the top. So we're going to have another tube going in at the top. So as long as you've followed exactly the same procedure and made the tube the correct length, that tube could crisscross there, or experiment, it could crisscross there, and then it makes the tower completely rigid so that you could make tall structures. And of course these towers could form the legs of a bridge. So the bridge could go right across the top and the towers could support it over a gap or either side of a river. So you can make some massive structures out of these simple paper tubes, providing you're prepared to make enough of them and the quality is good. Well done.